Hey guys, Rival X Factor here with Rival Gaming, and I've got a nice little interview lined up today with a group of guys that's near and dear to the Rival heart. We use one of their properties every single day. It's a website called GamersPortal.com, and this is a social-based gaming site where you can do multiple things. But first, before I get into that, let's say hi to the guys. I have Michael, and I have Sammy.
Hey, how you doing, Brandon?
How's it going?
I'm doing great, so let's get into this. So in a nutshell, Michael, what made you guys go out on a ledge and create this highly intuitive product called GamersPortal?
Sure, Brandon. I mean, it honestly just sprouted from my personal frustrations with the way things were in the gaming community. I would realize that someone I played games with for years had no face to me. I couldn't picture them. I didn't even know their real names half the time. At one point, I even found out, and this was the breaking point, I even found out that 3 people that I've played games with for 4 years, Unreal Tournament, lived in my town. Like 3 miles away. I couldn't believe it. So, yeah, I wanted to take the fragmented gaming scene to a slightly more personal level where you're able to find out more about the face behind the avatar. I wanted to do something about it. That's why I started it.
So basically what you're saying is gaming browsers haven't evolved. It's hard to communicate, and you brought a social-esque Facebooky atmosphere to gaming. Awesome. So, Michael, one of the biggest things I get asked all the time is, hey, X Factor, how do I get into competitive gaming, or how do I take the next step? Michael, GamersPortal has a couple of features that can really cater to these types of players, whether they're average Joes or pros. You've got the Explore feature, and then you've got the Recruitment feature. Can you tell me a little bit about those?
Absolutely. The Explore Clans is essentially a glorified clan list. It has a lot more functionality. You can browse everywhere around the world based off of different filters, based off what game they play, where they're located, are they recruiting, their attitude, are they, casual, competitive, etc. So it's something where anyone can just come in and get a grasp of what's going on. Now, on the other hand, we have the recruitment called AKA free agents. So if a regular gamer wants to be picked up by a team, they can mark themselves as a free agent and instantly pop up on all the clan's radar and oh, this guy's interested in Battlefield 3, pick him up. And, as a free agent, you can set what kind of voice server do you have, do you have Mumble, Ventrilo, TeamSpeak, all that kind of stuff. So it's quite interesting, and it's just going to keep getting better and better.
So basically what you're saying is no matter what level of interest a player has, this is the new meeting ground for people to look for teams to get picked up by teams.
Exactly. That's exactly right. Whether you're a casual, competitive, it doesn't matter. Mark yourself as a free agent, you'll get noticed immediately.
So, Michael, one of the cool features on this website is you can set up a custom user profile. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, absolutely. It talks to my previous point about knowing the gamer behind the avatar, knowing the face, and we tried to absolutely maximize on that. So essentially you go there, you can see how the guy looks like, where he's located, how old he is, what other games he plays, is he an MMO player, etc. One of the huge differences that we have compared to pretty much any other profile out there is that we actually allow people to select what games they are currently playing actively. So you can connect to people on that level very easily, and you just get a very quick, detailed information about someone.
What I like the most about the user profiles is it streams what your friends are doing. The screenshots are sending over the new stream and things of that nature. There's a very highly interactive, social-esque feeling to this.
Right, absolutely. And one thing that's very important, though, that we absolutely took very seriously is privacy. We have done that from the get-go, and we keep implementing on that. If you don't want to share certain information or certain content, you absolutely have control on hiding. For example, you have you can hide your age, for example. You can hide certain games. You can have someone not message you at all if you wanted to. Definitely take that seriously.
So, Michael, tell me a little bit about the clan profiles that you guys label clan portals. What is that?
Sure, Brandon. Basically, we're allowing anyone out there to just go ahead and create a clan from scratch. Traditionally, you had to know a designer or some sort of developer that built the site for you, and you had to keep it up to date and all kinds of stuff. Now, it's very simple. You go on there, you click on the button that says create a clan. It's free, takes 2 seconds, and right away you get everything. It's fully equipped. You get your own forums. You get your own, servers tab where you can advertise your servers. You get a gallery. You get the ability for other people to follow you, so that you can definitely build your reputation. It's better integrated as well with the rest of the site. That's something that's also very unique with us. We also have a very extensive roster page where you're able to create divisions, something people are really not used to seeing. And you can, for teams that are in different games, or for example, like you guys, Brandon, you guys were world champs in Bad Company 2. That can absolutely follow you into the next game. So we just try and build a very central place that's integrated with the rest of the site, and it's super easy.
That's awesome. So what you're basically saying in a nutshell is this is a free-to-use thing that a lot of websites have to rely on guys to spend a lot of money to create the backbones of a website. And then you can market and brand your team. I like it, and we use it. So obviously with Rival being a BF3 team, there's an aspect to the battle log that's very limiting. It's the chat and friends system. You're really limited with how many people you could have as friends, and the chat system, you have to be logged on, both people, to actually use it. Tell me what makes your system better and why it's so great.
Well, to be honest with you, that's one of the few things that we have really taken to the level that you really won't find anywhere else on the web. So first and foremost, you can resize any chat window that you have open. It's dynamic, it's in the browser, it's screen resolution independent. That's really awesome. Second, we take a different approach. Battlelog takes a Facebook approach, and we take a more chat lobby approach. So you can actually be involved in a conversation, just like old school IRC days for those of you that play PC, where you could be talking with 20, 30, 40 people in a chat room, which is awesome. And we support chat history, which is something that even other major companies haven't even supported yet. So we take that very seriously, and it's as easy to get out of the chat room and have a one-on-one conversation, and even send a message to someone that they catch later on after they log in 2 days later, and they'll see that, so-and-so sent me a message. Those are just a few of the things that we do.
That's one of the biggest things that I like about your website is I can write directly on their wall, Facebook style, or I can open a private chat message, send it to them, and the next time they log on, they're going to see that box.
Yep. We took a lot of pride in that, and we're glad that people are loving it. Yeah,
it's one of the best features on the website, in my opinion. So, Sammy, one of the cool features is there's a map feature. Tell me about that.
Right. So one of the things that we wanted to do is take gaming to another level and take the online world offline. And quite often, you're playing with someone, and you don't really realize it that your friend of 3 years in this game is someone that happens to go to the same university as you, or maybe lives 50 miles away from you. So we basically allowed for people to plot themselves on a map with safety measures in place. You can't figure out where someone lives exactly, but we wanted to basically help people meet up in real life. And for those of people that like playing physically side by side, we actually allowed for an option for LAN play. So you can see who plays what game in your area that's interested in LAN play to just make it easier to connect.
Yeah, it was kind of neat. I actually noticed there's actually a lot of people from both my hometown and the current city that I live in that I probably run across at the bars. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's really one of those features where, exploring, it makes exploring fun and makes it, really cool. And for those of you that have ever gamed and tried to connect with other gamers in real life, most of the time those people become your lifelong friends. And we just wanted to, keep that train rolling because it's something that really is really awesome.
And ladies, just a warning out there, for the 2.3% that play BF3, holler at your boy. One of the coolest features that GamersPortal has to offer is the Scrim Finder option, which Rival Gaming uses and my X Factor's Minions uses on a nightly basis. The cool thing about this is there's been over 17,000 scrims posted since October of last year. Tell me about that, Mike.
Yeah, absolutely. It's something we're very proud of, and like everything else on the site, it's a free service. We've just been noticing a lot of people not knowing where to go to play organized games. I've seen forum posts, I've seen like PMs, and a lot of people try and get around the fact that there is no centralized place to get organized games, and that's something that we have absolutely tried, rectifying by introducing this easy to use interface on the web. you don't even have to leave the page. It's completely real time. So when someone posts a scrim, or as Europeans like to call it, practice clan wars, you don't even ever have to leave the page. You see it refresh and refresh instantly, and you can challenge whoever you want to play against. So we don't match make like certain games do, or like console players with the lobby. You actually have the flexibility to play against play against someone, a team that you want to play against, whether they're on the same skill level as you, whether you've enjoyed playing them with before, as because they're your friend team, anything like that. On top of that, we tried to extend that flexibility where you're able to post whatever scrim you want. So if you want to play a 1v1 dogfight, you're able to do that. If you want to play a 12v12, you're able to do that. We just allow the average gamer and any gamer out there just the flexibility to do whatever they like.
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, the filters are limitless. I mean, normal mode, hardcore mode, chopper war, tank war, 2v2, 4v4, 8v8, 6v6, 12v12. It's crazy, and we use it every night. I can't praise you guys enough for this feature of the game. Thank you. So to kind of close this up, we got some prizes coming, but more importantly, before we get to that, Sammy, what's coming out? What's going on with the site? How's it evolving?
So, as you guys may see when you join the site, that we are in an alpha, and we have some major changes happening. We've re-engineered a lot of the site. You're going to see basically almost everything turned on its head. We're taking the needle all the way to the red line on almost every area of the site. We're going to be expanding sections to give richer profiles. We're going to be improving the user experience to no end. That's one of our top priorities, and most importantly, it's going to be fun. It's not just going to be, oh, I want to come out here. It's going to be like, I can't wait to get out here. And that's one of the key things. And what you should be seeing at this point in time is an X Factor exclusive screenshot of one of the views that is going to be on the new version of GamersPortal out this summer.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited because one of the first things I do when I start up my rig for gaming is, I get my battle log open and then I start GamersPortal. Okay, because this connects me to the world. I don't use the Battlelog stuff. That's rubbish. I use GamersPortal.
We appreciate that. And again, we're just trying to take it to the next level. What we're going to be doing is again, taking the input from gamers like you and the support that we've gotten from the community and really bumping it up a notch. And we really aim to be one of the best spots on the web in a very short time. Please check it out.
So the last question I have is, Rival Gaming, we compete in cash tourneys and for prizes and stuff like that because it takes it up a notch. And everybody knows that we don't get off the couch for nothing. I hear rumor that there's some prizes involved in a live event. It's got me kind of seething here.
Absolutely. So, one thing that we do that other people don't is just trying to do live events and just bring more, just to give more for our users. And we try our best. So essentially this Sunday, the May 6th, we're hosting an event, a BF3 event, exclusive event for 16 hours where whatever team scrims during that time period has a chance to win a lot of cool prizes from RAZER. Not going to give no more details. You can find them below in the link below. And, hope to see everyone there. If you're a casual team, feel free to join. If you're a professional team, feel free to join. It doesn't matter. It's randomly chosen. Show up, you might win.
I'll say this. Thank you guys for doing that. Thank you guys for the interview. And lastly, I will make sure I have a couple rival guys up there scrimming to, number one, have a shot at the prizes, and number two, make this kind of fun for the community. Throw a couple guys together, and we'll have a couple laughs. We'll play against random teams, whoever accepts our scrim challenges and whatnot, and try to add to the depth of this thing. So again, thank you guys for having me. Thank you for giving out such a good product on the web that we use every single day.
Absolutely, and as a special, I guess, commitment to your users, our viewers, if you happen to pull it off, if you're streaming live, we will personally make a change to our page so that people can tune in to your Twitch stream or whatever stream that you're going so that people can check out what you guys are doing.
Thank you so much, guys, and I can't wait
Brandon.
to see more people and more of my comrades and competitors on GamersPortal.